Hello folks, so hopefully today, wow, it's immediately terrible. Okay, well, hopefully today my stream is going to actually work and my settings are good enough to get back into doing this regularly. But other than that, the plan today is that my migration of Swizzes.com to Gatsby is back on the menu. I'm getting very close to having it ready to launch. So what I want to work on today is fixing some bugs that I found in the script that exports WordPress XML into MDX files. There's a problem with Instagram embeds and code with JSX gets completely stripped out and doesn't work. So I'm going to try to fix that. What the problem is, but hopefully it's going to be interesting. Apparently my internet is having issues, and I might be dropping 10% of frames. Wow. So please let me know in the chat room if this is actually watchable or not. And if it isn't, I'm gonna try to play around with the settings some more. This is like my first test after I fixed a lot of the settings issues, and hopefully it's gonna work now, but I haven't tried it with an actual stream yet, so I don't know. Right, so first I'm gonna need to get an exam, let's see. Documents, random coding, WordPress to Markdown. I am currently building stuff, or am I live coding? Let's say I'm live coding. I got this little time tracker thingy. Okay, so I've got this. When was the plot? Okay, that should be fine. So I'm gonna go find a post that has JSX code in it, export just that post, and then use that to test so that I have a quick way of testing what I'm actually working on. We're gonna need to go to, I need to find a good blog. Let's see. Swizzes ref callbacks, I think, is one that has JSX in it. It's from 2018, which should be good. This is before I started there we go, it has JSX. I started using code screenshots in my blogs, and I kind of want to move away from using code screenshots so that people can copy paste. Great, so that one I need to log in so I can export to XML. Measuring component size with ref callbacks. Okay, nobody, fine. But please, if you do, say hi or something, or just, I don't know. Or you can actually comment it on YouTube later if you're watching this at a different time, because it's the usual time when I stream, so maybe nobody's watching. It's also a weird time of the day, isn't it? Okay, ref callbacks. Come on. See, this is part of the problem, is that my blog is very slow. How do I export? Theme editor, plugins, tools, export. How do I export that actual posts?
What was that?
Categories.
No.
Alright, so that's my girlfriend yelling in the background. We said it was posted a shortcut that I didn't know I had. And okay, let's go find that post. I think it was August 2018. Swizzes ref callbacks. Posted on, come on, Chrome work. Or Brave. So if I go here and look for June 2018, I should be able to get that one. No, that's 2019. June 2018, where are you? June 2018, 18, download export file, and we'll see what we get. Gonna put this in WordPress to Markdown, random coding, WordPress to Markdown, where are you? WordPress to Markdown, perfect. Put it there, then go into the convert script, and I'm gonna change this to say ls. I should probably make it so that it accepts a parameter, huh? Okay, got that. Okay, I am now dropping 17% of frames. That doesn't seem very good. But let's see what we get. I'm gonna run yarn convert, and that should go through all of those posts, run conversion script, and get stuff out for me. And then I can go look at the actual post and see what we got. Yes, I will allow you to make any connection for 2 hours. we're not going to be here for 2 hours, don't worry. Is overloaded. Great. But even though the encoding is overloaded, oh no, the computer is definitely struggling. Why is my computer struggling? I don't know if you can tell, but my mouse is not moving. So we've got that. I can close this and I can close that. Right, and we open, what's it gonna be? There we go, Command O, WordPress to Markdown, and ref callbacks. Where are you? Use ref callbacks. Okay, so now if we look for the actual code, you see, I got the code block. Everything that includes a what's this? All of the lines with HTML or JSX vanished. So we can compare this with this part. Come on. Wow. Okay, computer's definitely struggling. So maybe these as good as I thought they were. Class reports, fake lore and paragraphs. Okay, so that. God damn it, computer, work better. Convert.js. So how can I? Let's actually open the source. Let's open the source XML file and try to delete everything that's not the ref callback post, and then we should be able to console log stuff in a easier way. Come on. So the code is actually there. That's a good sign. Where is the end of this item? What? This is so confusing. Why is there so much of this stuff? Does it not end post meta? Open graph image. Wow, and that's the end of the item. There's a lot of stuff in there. Then we have the tiny flame graph tutorial, which I can also delete. I don't know why. I wonder why it has the same post twice. Once as an item and then again as a WordPress meta. Okay, go down. So that's the one we actually want. Now we need to find. Let's see. Come on, computer, where are you? Okay, and items. So that's what we don't need, right? I think. Now let's try running that again. Yarn convert and see what we get. So this should now give us only one file, only one post, and that will make it easier to test things. And obviously I don't have automated tests because I'm lazy, and at this point maybe I should. Cool. So we've got one post converted. Now let's see what is going on here. What happens? This is where the main conversion happens, where we take something from we parse the from rehype to remark, and then we clean up the article, and finally we stringify, and I have this thing here that replaces double new lines with paragraphs because it wasn't doing on its own for some reason. Okay, let's try removing article cleanup and see what happens. Maybe that's basically helping me figure out if the error is in the article cleanup function or already code, or parsing of the index mdx. So that is still problematic. Means we're already struggling here, where we are parsing the HTML. Use parse HTML. Parse HTML is a plugin, right, from rehype parse. So let's see, emit parse errors, rehype to remark, parse HTML. What can we do here? We could try console logging the entire tree, but I don't think that's gonna work. So what we can do instead, we can keep article cleanup. Let's go to the parse HTML thing. HTML, rehype parse, and we can go see any bugs reported about this stuff. Like, why is it parsing away? Come on, npm.js. Like, why is it parsing away HTML that's inside a code block? It should not be doing that. Rehype parse. Wow, so many drop frames. Cool. Rehype parse, exact match. Now let's see. That's so version 7 came out 2 months ago, and I am on version rehype parse. I'm on version 6. If you're in a browser, trust the content and value a smaller bundle size. Use rehype DOM parse. Okay. Rehype plugin for unified parses HTML to a hash used in the rehype processor, but works on its own. Okay. So emit parsers, that's this stuff. Now what are the other options? Instead of a complete document, in document mode, unopened HTML head and body elements are opened in just the right places. So we are actually converting a fragment. Let's see, parse HTML, we say fragment is true. Wow. Okay, yeah, computer is definitely... Oh, I forgot to put my mic next to me. So maybe you'll be able to hear me better now. Is not an XML parser. It supports SVGs embedded in HTML, but not the features available in the rest. Passing SVG files could strip useful information, but fragments should be fine. Okay. Options emit parsing blah. We are saying that we do want those, but there's no errors. We're parsing correctly. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of errors. App options verbose. Patch extra positional information, and that's it. As rehype works on HTML, and improper use of HTML can open you up to cross-site scripting attack, use of rehype can be use rehype sanitize to make the tree safe. Okay, let's try adding sanitize before. Maybe that's gonna help. I'm kind of these things out as I go. Yarn add rehype sanitize. Okay. And our script, blah. Cool. Data settings. Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could do that. You just pass settings. Okay, rehype use sanitize schema. Okay, so let's dot data with settings fragment. Wow, computer is struggling. Fragment true. Okay, yes, and then we run. Wow, computer is still really struggling despite the... Yeah. Now the problem is kernel task, not OBS. That's interesting. Okay, got that. And I go with... I seem to be moving fine. Then we import... Let's see. Use... What is host util sanitize? Okay, we can figure that out later. So we take sanitize, and then it's saying we should pass in a schema. So where and what is that schema? It doesn't look like I'm using util. Const sanitize rehype sanitize that, and then I have 22 frames per, do I actually have only 22 frames per second, not like 60? That's annoying. Computer is definitely struggling with overheating. So sanitize. Now what is this? Schema. Come on, schema. The sanitation of nodes and properties should be cleaned. The schema has util sanitize. Not given, defaults to GitHub style sanitation. If any top level key isn't given, blah. Okay, so what's GitHub style sanitation? Okay, bunch of stuff. Cool. Okay, so let's see what happens then. I'm gonna run, did I save this? Okay, let's try yarn convert and see what it does. Ba-ba-dum. I don't know what it's spitting out. Okay, it was done in not a whole lot of time, which is great. Did that help? That did not in fact help. Okay, let's see. Rehype parse HTML. Come on. Come on, computer, where are you? So let's see. Rehype parse HTML drops JSX code snippets. Let's see if the internet finds anything about that. Plugin to transform. Rehype. Awesome rehype. Curated list of awesome blah. Using React components in Markdown. Gatsby transformer rehype. Finally, Gatsby parses the HTML AST back to regular. This plugin also creates a table of contents. Yeah, whatever. So it doesn't look like we find anything much. What about if we go back to rehype this other thing? Yeah, rehype parse. Okay, come on, computer. You got this. Rehype parse. Come on. Rehype parse. If we look at issues, are there any issues? XHTML performance, parsing fails with no script tag in head. Type definitions, blah. So let's see, JSX matched your search. Cool. Rehype, awesome rehype. Plugins built on rehype, built with rehype, official rehype parse, rehype stringify, CLI, hast. Web parser, this could be useful and potentially better to use. Remark, read text, rehype prism, rehype highlight. Find more plugins in list of plugins. Oh, nice. Okay, so what if we try this one? Shows how we parse formatting to hash compatible structure. And so let's do yarn remove rehype sanitize. Rehype sanitize. Okay, come on. Great. So now I'm not gonna use it anymore. Oh, actually, I should check if the post data that we get actually has the stuff we need. Maybe it's already broken before we even start processing stuff. So let's say console log post data, and that should show us what we are actually running all of this rehype and remark stuff on. processor use web parser. Yep. So yarn convert. We're gonna get a huge dump in here now. And that dump might show us what's going on. Cannot find rehype sanitize. Yes, because I removed it. Okay. Yarn convert. Parsed XML. Processing post. Post slug. That works. Okay, so now, which shows that, okay, cool. The code is in fact correct. We have pre-lang equals JavaScript, and inside that pre, we have JSX code, so that's good. It means we're not accidentally deleting it earlier than we think we are, which is a good sign. Come on, computer. Work. All right, got that. Now, what else can I do? We can, okay, try this other plugin. Right? Yes. So we say yarn add at start ptech rehype web parser, and we'll see what that's doing. Yes, I know this is not the most interesting stream in the world, but I'm doing my best here. So we take this. Okay, I don't know why I don't have. Okay, parse, and then parse will do what? Where are you? Here, instead of parse HTML, we're going to call just parse. Yeah, okay. So we say parse. I don't know, why am I using rehype to remark? I don't know why I need that. It's because this works with remark better. So we're parsing all of that stuff. Come on. Okay. And run yarn convert again. And this time it's going to run with the other HTML parser. So hopefully that one might work better. We will see. But I suspect what's happening is that the parser is getting confused about what to do with code files or with code things. So oh, it died. ls out use ref callbacks. We got just the image. We didn't actually get the parse thing. Okay, so next step we're gonna do is we're going to try to print what the code samples actually look like. So we're going to yarn remove the thing we installed earlier. Then I'm gonna make a small function, use before remark, and here we're going to say use code block debugger. So we're gonna take the code block debugger. I'm going to write it in here, some process post, and yes, I know I need to clean up this code. It looks the way it does because it's been ported from a very old example that I found somewhere, and I haven't cleaned it up, but I really should, because just based on how much time I've spent on this, I think it needs to be productized. We'll see. So got this thing, and I go into article cleanup to learn what the heck I'm doing. Actually, let's just export it from here. Article cleanup, where do we got this? Const article cleanup. What? That way. Because I'm overriding the entire exports. Okay. So article cleanup, and we said code block debugger, like that. So we now have module exports with article cleanup and code block debugger. Okay, come on, add the comment or the curly braces. I'm gonna see if anyone's commenting on this stream on blah. Alright. Cool, got that. Now let's see. Function code block debugger, and we're going to say return the markdown AST. We visit visit markdown AST. We're gonna visit code blocks. I think they're called code. We're gonna get for each of them a node, an index, and a parent. And I'm going to return the node unchanged. Come on, return node unchanged, but I'm going to console log the node so that we can potentially see what the compiler is seeing. So basically this is a way to go into the compilers or just into the AST compiler thingy and see what what it is seeing. Yarn remove, yarn blah, yarn convert. All right. So what is the AST doing? What is it seeing? Does the code, basically what I'm trying to see is whether the code is all there in the code blocks. Cool, so we've got the code blocks, that part was right. Value, aha, interesting. So here, you see, when we get the code block, the value is already missing my, that is interesting. So it looks like the code block value is already missing all of the stuff, or what it thinks is the HTML stuff. So that's a problem, which means, and it doesn't seem any children, which is also a problem. Yeah, yep, no children. So what we can do next is try to upgrade the rehype parser and see if that fixes the bug, if it counts as a bug. If it doesn't count as a bug, then we get to do some really fun stuff on the rehype thingy itself and try what the heck is going on. Rehype, where were we? Rehype parse. I'm on version 6.0.2, but what we've got is rehype parse. Come on, rehype parse. Rehype parse is the HTML parser. We're going to take, let's see, take the thingy. The camera feed is stuck. That's weird. It's not showing up as stuck to me. Okay, so rehype parse, what version are we on? Why does it show versions anymore? What? GitHub, why did you have to change this? Parser. Stream is still super choppy, which is a problem. Let's see, where do I see what the latest version is? Parse 7.01. So let's try that, 7.0.1, and I'm gonna install the latest version of parse, and then maybe that's going to work better. I don't know yet. We will see. Okay, yarn convert. Now we'll see what the code is that it's seeing. No, it shouldn't be any better on Twitch versus YouTube shouldn't make a difference on how many frames you're seeing. But yeah, this is so bad. Why is it doing that? Like a new frame every 5 or 10 seconds? Because it seemed like it was better last time I tried. Let's see what am I seeing. If I look at my own stream, I'm gonna try that because what's going on YouTube. Okay, I should, how do I make it quiet? Yeah, it's definitely lagging on YouTube as well. I also don't know how to actually mute this. There we go. Okay, so this seems like it's lagging a lot. I'm gonna have to deal with trying to figure out better settings. So what am I seeing here? Right, we see that it's still not showing the divs and stuff, which is a problem. So what I can try instead is, let's see. That means that rehype itself is like when we parse HTML, it's throwing away everything inside the thing, or like everything is basically throwing away HTML which seems ridiculous. So I guess we get to try to debug that. Emit parse errors, rehype to remark, refile, read sync. Yeah. Are there tests for this stuff? Nope, there are no tests, or at least not that I can see. Let's see, rehype. If we look at tests, so let's try to write tests for this stuff. So I'm gonna go into rehype and try to do a contribution. So bam. Oh, I should clone this. No, wait, what do I do again? How do I fork? That's what I need. Fork it to my project, and then we'll see. Oh, now I have 6 viewers. Sorry everyone for the still choppy stream. I tried my best for now. I need to, if anyone has any idea how to improve these settings, well, I can't show them to you now because I'm streaming, but okay. So I forked this thing. Now I need to go into a new folder, cd dot. Let's see, ls. I guess I can just clone it here. Did I ever make an open source directory? Nope, I did not. So cd random coding, we take this thing, git clone the thingy, and now I'm gonna attempt to fix a bug in an open source project. Nice. Okay, cd rehype. How do I contribute? Contributing. Rehype, yes. Contributing. I know. There we go. See, contributing MD. Is Deno going to take off and take over Node.js? No, I need to try it first. I still haven't. And honestly, I think that right now, I think Rust is kind of a competitor to Node and Deno. Maybe, I feel like if that's true, I don't know if it's true. I haven't read into it that much, but I feel like Rust would probably be better positioned to take over than it is than Deno at this point, because Deno is very new still, so it's hard to say. Some issues, give feedback, write code. Code contributions are very welcome. Create an issue to report a bug or suggest a new feature before creating a pull request to prevent from doing unnecessary work. How to contribute to open source, make your first pull request using make your first contribution. That's a Medium post. Okay. Cool. So we're gonna go here. We are on the main branch. Nice. And from the main branch, I'm going to see if I can yarn this thing and see what happens. I'm trying to install all of the dependencies, and then I'm going to try to run tests. And after that, I'm gonna try to write a test that reproduces the issue that I have. And if that works, then I'm gonna try to fix it. But that might end up being for next week. Or not for. I'm trying to get into the habit of streaming on Wednesday evenings and on Sunday at the usual times. This is my day one of this new idea. So we'll see how it goes. Stream is frozen, yes. Great. Okay. Oh, there's gonna be another thing I'm gonna try next time. Just like reduce the resolution. Maybe that'll help. Either that, or I can try streaming in 5K, which is my, which is actually my browser, my monitor resolution. So it doesn't have to do any squeezing or any encoding. Actually, that might work. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know how many. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we've got this. Oh, it's still installing. Oh, maybe that's why the stream is frozen right now, is because it is still installing all of the yarn dependencies. That's funny. I might also have to go on a wired connection. Hey Adrian, how are you doing today? Come on, computer. Please work better. Or maybe I'm gonna have to actually go with the setup that some people recommend, where you have a separate computer for encoding and a separate computer for doing the work. But then why did I pay $4,000 for this laptop? That's silly. Or maybe I need a way to cool down the laptop. That might work. Perhaps. We will see.